Anurag, can you please tell me which date you have interview, in which place, and what is your degree?
Sir, I have interview on 14th February at Lucknow, and
Hmm.
I am a graduate in electrical engineering, and I have done MTech in power system.
Acha.
Hmm.
Which year did you complete your MTech?
Sir, 2013.
Which are the famous companies in power tech sector? I think yesterday I shared a link for
Yes,
that
sir.
in our Telegram page also, because I was
Hmm.
conducting an interview for an industrial development officer for Indian Bank.
Hmm.
A guy came with that.
Hmm.
Can you tell me what are the famous companies?
Sir, to name a few, sir, there are NTPC, there
Hmm.
is um, uh, Adani Power, there
Hmm.
is Adani Torrent, Reliance,
Hmm. Excellent.
sir,
So what is the
REC
that's
also, sir.
sufficient. That is good.
Yes,
Please tell me what
good.
is the position of power sector now? Is it healthy or it is not healthy or it is weak? Whatever it is, what the way you would like to classify it? This is a very tricky question. Tell me.
Sir, at the moment, the health of the power sector is not at its maximum potential, but definitely it is not at the bottom line also, sir. In fact, there are various technologies we are using to have a energy transition from non-renewable sources of energy to towards the renewable sources. So various power plants are there which are booming like anything, like solar power plants, windmill power plants, and all other renewable source of energy power plants are booming. But on the other hand, the thermal power plants and all those which are conventional source of power plant, they are a bit on the average side. I mean, they are not at their full potential compared to the renewable power plants, sir. But eventually, India is investing on the power plants in its infrastructure, so definitely we will get there at the top notch level, sir. At the top notch level.
Which country is good in power sector? Which state in our country is good in power sector? I know you may not be prepared for
Ah,
this question. Please prepare कर दीजिए. आप full पूरा ready हो जाइए. And
जी sir.
you can expect questions on say renewable energy, then solar energy. That certainly there will be a question. I want you to answer this me. Please tell me what is
Mhm.
PM Kusum scheme?
PM Kusum Singh. Sir, actually, I'm not aware of that scheme, sir, right now.
बहुत अच्छा important scheme है. It has been extended now recently up to some
Okay.
26 or 25. It is a scheme for the sake of the farmers, providing money to them so that they can have solar panels and they can be assisted in this. Now, Imansi, you have any idea about Kusum program? Because I'm not very clear about it. Imansi,
Yes, sir. It is to provide solar panels to farmers. I
hmm,
think it is more like that.
hmm, yeah. Yeah, it is more of solar panel only. Very good. Thank you, Imansi. Now, Nim Anurag. Why should I
Yes.
select you as a probationary officer?
Sir, I have a great experience, and sir, I have a great experience and a maturity level that is required for the post of bank PO. Initially, I was working as a assistant professor, so I have good communication skills, which is required for a bank PO, sir. I can deal with them. I can easily communicate with the customer. I can understand their problems and provide a decisive solution to their problems. Moreover, I am a good team leader also. I can manage my team members which are under me, and I am very cordial and friendly also, sir. So I would assist my branch manager to uh, govern the day-to-day activities of the bank very easily, smoothly, sir. So these
But
are the reasons.
yeah, but now you may be facing a question. Why do you not willing to continue in teaching? Is it a temporary job or a permanent job?
Sir, the colleges in which I used to teach were private jobs, sir. So it was not permanent job, sir. Yeah, with the and sir, with the commencement of the pandemic, there were many layoffs also done in the private institutions. So there was a lack of job security and financial stability. So later I realized, sir, to in order to get success in my career, I needed full stability and financial security. So I decided to switch to the banking sectors. Yes.
Good. Can you tell me something about what is KYC? Why is KYC? How is KYC?
Okay, sir. What is KYC? KYC is know your customer, sir. It is the process in which we come to know the all the details about our customer, and it is done recently in the budget. Also, there was a mention of e-KYC, and there was some amendment regarding this that now the KYC will be done according to the risk base. Rather than it is initially it was for all the customers. Now it is specifically done to the some other some specific customers. And eventually KYC was done to uh, identify which all our customers can be a willful defaulter, and I think
Sorry,
this was
sorry,
the reason.
sorry, you're going on wrong track. I suggest you
Okay.
go through Aparchit material on KYC and get to study about it. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to explain it now because I have
Okay,
talked
sir.
about this many times in almost many of my videos. KYC is done for
Hmm.
identifying the person and also to avoid Benami transactions, to avoid money laundering. This is
Okay.
done not willingly, it has to be done as per the mandate of the RBI. If you don't do it, banks are being penalized. So थोड़ा इसका बारे में
Mhm.
अच्छा से पढ़ लो.
जी सर, जी सर।
बैंकिंग ओम्बड्समैन क्या है जी?
सर बैंकिंग ओम्बड्समैन सर ये एक ये जो कस्टमर्स की कंप्लेंट को हम सॉल्व कैसे करें, वो एक प्रोसेस एक चैनल दिया हुआ है बैंकिंग ओम्बड्समैन में। तो इसमें सर पहले 3 टाइप के ओम्बड्समैन होते थे, अब उनको मर्ज करके एक सिंगल इंटीग्रेटेड बैंकिंग ओम्बड्समैन बनाया गया है, जिसका एक सेंटर जो है वो चंडीगढ़ में एस्टेब्लिश किया गया है in order to resolve the complaints of the customers. इसलिए ये बनाया हुआ है बैंकिंग
I think
ombudsman
I think
स्कीम।
I think you know answers for this. You are very good in this. Also get to
यस।
know who is the in charge of ombudsman and how much is the maximum compensation. Like that, all
ओके।
those details you get to know. You did very well in this question.
थैंक यू
अगर
सर।
मेरे
हम्म।
पास 2 करोड़ रुपए है तो
हम्म।
हम कैसे जमा करवाऊं बैंक्स में? अगर 5 लाख का इंश्योरेंस ही है DICG से, हम क्या करें? समझे आपको
सर
क्वेश्चन
हम
को?
एज ए हाँ हाँ मैं समझ गया। अगर मैं
हाँ.
कस्टमर की पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से
हम्म.
बात करूं तो सर हम दूसरे बैंक में अकाउंट खोल सकते हैं दूसरा। मतलब जो DICGC है, वो जो इंश्योरेंस देती है वो एक अकाउंट पे ही देती है। एक पर्सनल जो इंडिविजुअल है उसका एक सिंगल जो अकाउंट होगा एक पर्टिकुलर बैंक में। मतलब जैसे अगर मेरा जो अकाउंट है SBI में है तो मुझे एक उसका 5 लाख का इंश्योरेंस मिलेगा। लेकिन अगर कोई दूसरी ब्रांच में भी अगर मेरा अकाउंट हुआ तो उस ब्रांच में नहीं मिलेगा मुझे, जब तक कि मैं अपना बैंक चेंज ना करूं। तो मैं अपना जो 2 करोड़ का जो मेरा पैसा है उसको मैं स्प्लिट करूंगा इनटू अदर बैंक्स अकाउंट इन ऑर्डर टू गेट द मैक्सिमम इंश्योरेंस।
हम्म. Okay, there is one way, namely putting it in different banks is
हेलो।
one way. Yeah, no, no. That putting it in different banks is one way, and another way is,
हम्म।
yeah, that is the only way it can be done. We cannot tell the reason I will put it in the name of my wife because in as much as money is not belonging to her, we are not supposed to put it in the, though mostly most of us do it. But what you said is the right reason. Good. Acha ji.
हाँ करते हैं।
Next, next, last question from my side. A
हम्म।
tough question for you. What is MSME criteria?
हम्म।
Hello,
Sir,
MSME criteria.
MSMEs,
Yeah,
hello.
बोलिए.
Yes, sir. So MSME basically is get. Sir, आवाज आ रही है आपको?
हाँ, आवाज आ रहे.
हेलो.
Yes.
ओके सर, आई एम saying. तो सर MSME को हम तीन भाग में हम डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, माइक्रो, मीडियम एंड स्मॉल.
Hmm.
माइक्रो, मीडियम, स्मॉल, यस सर. और
Micro,
उसमें
small,
हमने
medium.
हम उनको
Micro, micro, small,
मीडियम,
medium.
यस सर.
Hmm.
यस. और उसको हम डिफरेंशिएट कर सकते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ जो उसका जो पेडल इनिशियल कैपिटल है जो, और टर्नओवर जो लिमिट डिसाइड की हुई है, उसके आधार पे हम उनको डिफरेंशिएट कर सकते हैं हम सर, एमएसएमई को.
Okay.
और
Definition,
मीडियम.
definition, definition बताइए. माइक्रो का क्या डेफिनेशन, स्मॉल का क्या डेफिनेशन, मीडियम का क्या डेफिनेशन?
सर द दोस
पढ़ा नहीं,
इंस्टीट्यूशंस विच हैव.
पढ़ा
हाँ
पढ़ा
मुझे
नहीं है.
सर. सर मुझे वो लिमिट पता है कि अगर 5 लाख और 50 करोड़ तक है तो हम उसको
नहीं
वैसे
नहीं नहीं,
करेंगे,
अब तो
मीडियम.
अब तो अब तो ठीक से बोल रहा है. माइक्रो के लिए 5 lakhs नहीं है, सो यू आर नॉट प्रिपेयर्ड अबाउट दैट. एंड
ओके सर.
उसको क्लियरली बोलना है. 1 crore इन्वेस्टमेंट, 5 crore टर्नओवर, 10 crore
ओके.
investment, 50 crore turnover, 50 crore investment, 250 crore turnover, depending on micro, small and medium.
मीडियम.
इसका बाद
यस
में
सर.
छोड़ता नहीं है. अभी आज एक लड़का को ऐसा में भी क्वेश्चन पूछा है, अगर मेरी
हम्म.
इन्वेस्टमेंट ये टर्नओवर या इन्वेस्टमेंट वाले क्राइटेरिया में से एक्सेड हो जाए, तो क्या एमएसएमई स्टेटस चेंज हो जाएगा?
सर अकॉर्डिंग टू रूल तो हो जाना चाहिए.
Mm. See, actually, the question is very tricky. यहाँ पर they are telling, I am
हम्म.
having investment of only 75 lakhs, but my
हम्म.
turnover is becoming, say, 7 crore. So will I lose micro status? The answer is no. You will continue to be in micro status in as much as
ओके.
any one of the two criteria are materialized or meeting.
ओके सर. एनी
Good.
मतलब दो में से कोई एक हो तो चले.
Yeah,
ठीक है.
very good. Himanshi ji, can you please take over for next 5 minutes? Himanshi, are you there? Excuse
Yes,
me,
sir. Yes,
Iman.
sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir. I'll ask him now questions. Okay. 1 minute. Um, what are mudra loans?
सर
Hello.
मैम जो. यस सर. यस मैम. Mudra loans are the loans given to the small sector industries. Basically, there are three subsets to in the Mudra scheme. That is Shishu, Kishore, and Tarun. And the criteria for giving this loan is that is maximum amount it is 10 lakh, and for Shishu it is up to 50,000, and for Kishore it is above 50,000 to below 5 lakh, and for Tarun it is above 5 lakh to up to 10 lakhs.
Okay. Tell me something about SIDB.
SIDBI is SIDBI is a regulatory body established in 1990, uh, and it is an apex body specially to regulate and give license to small industries in India. Yeah, this is it is a regulatory body, SIDBI.
Okay. Acha, now tell me what is UPI 123.
UPI 123, it is a product of NPCL, ma'am, and in UPI 123, we can there is some special feature is that we need not to have internet connection. We can transfer or we can do a payment with the help of feature phones with the technology of sound waves. So this is the feature, I think, UPI 123. 123 means there are three steps. First is to speak, then to say, and then type, I think. There are three steps. Therefore, it is given the name 123.
Okay. Now tell me
Yes.
difference between repo rate and bank rate.
Repo rate is the rate at which the RBI lends the money to banks, and for short-term loans, it is for short-term duration, that is less than 90 days. Whereas in bank rate, the loan is about, it is a long-term loan that is about 90 days.
You're wrong. 90 days is not the answer. It's 365 days. And
Okay.
Okay,
No, no.
also,
Excuse me. Did you come across for repo? It is 365 days.
no, sir, for bank rate, it is 365 days.
For bank rate, but yeah. So him and Niman, while telling, you should tell clearly. Repo
hmm,
rate is for 14 days to 90 days. Up.
okay,
But in fact, I normally suggest my candidates to say only for short term. And if
okay, sir.
they
Yes,
insist,
short-term.
then you can tell about the days 14 to 90. Of course, the bank rate, it's for long period, maybe 1 year.
Well,
Because even that I did not get clarification, doesn't matter. Very good. One more
okay.
question, Himansi, one more question.
Okay. What is recession?
रिसेशन में हम it is just opposite to the inflation, where in inflation the price of the products get high. In recession, the value of gets depreciated, and the value of rupee also get depreciated, where हाँ, जैसे हिंदी में बोलते हैं हम कि मंदी आ जाती है, मतलब मंदी है, मतलब देयर इज नो डिमांड बट देयर इज एक्सेस सप्लाई.
Yeah.
Mm.
Would you like to supplement some answers for this,
Yes, sir.
Himansi?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes. Yeah, tell.
It's a business. See, we have a business
Mhm.
cycle, and this is a contraction period. So
Okay.
we usually call recession when there's a decline in GDP for 2 or more consecutive quarters. So
Yes,
during
yes,
a
yes.
recession, the stock market usually drops, unemployment
Mhm.
increases, the housing
Mhm.
market declines, and there is a slowdown in the economy. So it
Okay.
is recession. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I am just showing
Okay.
you, Anurag.
Mhm.
Niman, 1 minute, just a minute. Here I got a link. What happens in recession? Economic output, employment, and consumer spending drop in a recession. Interest
Mhm.
rates are also likely to decline as the central bank, such as in our case RBI, cuts the rates to support the economy. So actually, in during Corona period 2021, 20 and all, we were going
Mhm.
through recession. That is why repo rates were brought down by
Yeah.
our country, but we were not admitting that we are having a recession. That is the thing. Anyhow,
Okay.
you
Okay.
talk nicely, Nim Anurag. Best
Mhm.
you see, your interview was completely different from that of Harman because you are an
Mhm.
engineering graduate. So questions will be
Yes, sir.
of that nature only. You have to
Yes.
be thorough with the
Mhm.
cryptocurrency, digital currency,
Yes, sir.
digitalization, fintech, like these type of odd type of questions को आप prepare कर दीजिए. Your
Mhm.
performance was good.
Thank
I
thank you, sir.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you, sir.
I wish you should get easy questions there. But again,
Thank
let me repeat,
Mhm.
Niman. इंटरव्यू
Yes,
में
sir.
तो 60% लक है, 40% मेरिट है. लक होने
जी
से
सर.
आपको इजी क्वेश्चंस
Mhm.
मिलेगा. गॉड ब्लेस यू. व्हाट इज योर डैडी? डैडी क्या काम करते हैं?
Sir, my father is a retired government employee, and
वेरी गुड.
he was working in National Seeds Corporation, राष्ट्रीय बीज निगम.
अरे भाई, तब तो उसका बारे में भी पूरा सीख लो. नेशनल सीड. नेशनल सीड क्या है?
Yes.
बिना सीड क्या होगा? कैसे सीड बनाते हैं? Oh,
जी
which
जी.
is how it is distributed to various parts of the country,
Yes,
something,
sir.
and then
Yes,
they
sir.
can ask you about some modified
Ye-
genes and all that. उसका बारे में भी पूछ
International
सकते.
Year of Millet also, no, sir?
Yeah, whatever it is, वो सब ready कर दो.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Best wishes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.